Thank you very much, Secretary to Council. Good morning to yourself and the Speaker and all the other councillors connected on this platform. All AIC councillors are present. We are 100% present. Thank you. The two of us.
Yeah,
No,
just say two.
Councillor.
Just say there are two men. 100% is confusing. Two, you are only two.
100%.
Thank you, councillors. Can we proceed to cope?
There's a 50%, I think.
Thank you, Secretary to Council, Congress of the People, COPE, in full attendance, John Mokome. Thank you.
Thank you, councillor. Proceed to UDM.
Good morning, Secretary to Council, to the Speaker and all councillors. The UDM is present.
Okay. AHC.
Thank you very much, Secretary of Council. The AHC is present. Thank you.
Noted, councillor. Thank you. Can we move to good?
Good morning, Secretary to Council. Good morning, Speaker. Good morning, all councillors. Good is present.
Can we move to UIM? Thank you, councillor.
Good morning, Secretary. Good morning, Madam Speaker and every colleague. UIM is present.
Thank you, councillor. APC. Okay, an apology was submitted. Can we move to ATM?
ATM present.
Thank you, councillor. Can we then revert back to ANC?
Thank you very much. Good morning, yes, Speaker. On ANC that I can verify it's 49. Others are still struggling, but I'll send the final list. But that 49 I can confirm. Thank you.
Thank you, noted, councillor.
Secretary, it's Councillor De Lange here.
Yes, you may proceed, councillor.
Thank you. Just for the record, the old man is struggling today. I got a new cell phone and I'm struggling to download Teams onto my new device. So I'm using my daughter's MS Teams today. So if you see Gabriela Hannah De Lange, then it is Councillor De Lange. Apologies for that.
Noted, councillor.
Thank you, Secretary to Council. Councillors, please note that there are 189 councillors present. As a result, there is quorum and the meeting will continue.
Councillors, we proceed to application for leave of absence.
We have received the following apologies. MMCM Arnolds, due to urgent council business, Councillor P. Smith, due to urgent private business, Councillor C. Booth, due to urgent private business, and Councillor Mokoena, due to urgent private business. Are there any further apologies? I will ask the whips of each caucus to submit any other apologies because we cannot see hands that are raised online.
Sorry, Speaker, do you want us to submit now or in writing?
Please submit now, but before you do that, we need to confirm something. Councillor Mhlongo, you mentioned that there's 2 from your political home, but MMC Arnold submitted an apology. So
Yeah,
please
okay.
rectify.
Let me
Is it
rectify,
true?
Madam Speaker. Okay, thank you so much, Speaker. Let me rectify because she connected and she went out because she said she had already sent her apology to you. So as you are speaking, I was just speaking to her outside the meeting. No, she's not available. She's committed to another council business. Thank you. So it's only myself from AIC. Thanks.
Which means it's not 189, it's 188 councillors that are present. We still form quorum, colleagues. Councillor Avant Smith, do you have apologies from your side, from the Democratic Alliance?
Yes, good morning, Speaker. Good morning, everyone. We have Councillor Fareed Shaw, Councillor Manisi, and Councillor Jews, who are LOA, and Councillor Echio Zonjuko will be arriving late. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Councillor Van Smith. Councillor Tami, do you have any apologies from the ANC?
Thank you, Speaker. I have none.
Thank you, Councillor Tami. Councillor Lebatlang, do you have any apologies from Action SA?
I speak at our secretary is online. She will note the apologies. Jen, can you come in?
Morning, Speaker and councillors. Yes, I have 2 leave of absences. It's Councillor Yanda Mthembu on maternity leave, and then Councillor Esme Liebenberg, who is sick. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Durant. Councillor Mwepi from EFF, do you have any apologies?
Not Muyepi, Mohapi.
No, I don't have any apologies. Maybe Councillor Mohapi would have. I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. No apologies. Only Councillor Raserote that is struggling to log in. Can anyone please assist? Thank you.
Noted, Councillor, apologies for butchering your surname. Councillor Makuba from IFP, do you have any apologies?
No, Speaker.
Noted, thank you. Councillor Simonse from the Patriotic Alliance, do you have any apologies?
Good morning, Speaker. Yes, only Councillor Calteen that is away on private business. Thank you.
Okay. Noted, ACTP, they are here. Freedom Front Plus. Councillor Delange, do you have any apologies except for Councillor Boer and Councillor Smith? I think actually we do have all your members' apologies, so I'll skip you. I'll go to minorities. Are there any apologies except for the 2 councillors that we've noted? Nothing. Councillors, as I've said, from our side, we cannot see any hands that are raised. So we'll continue with business of the day. If there's no other apologies, can we approve the apologies as submitted?
Approved.
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 Thank you. Councillors, Thank you, councillors. We now on recommendations to council, which is our 3rd item.
Councillors, we are on recommendation to council, as Secretary of Council has stated on record, is the Executive Mayor, Councillor S. Morero online. Maybe the Executive Mayor is struggling. MMC Masuku. Chair of Chairs, Councillor Marema.
Yes, Speaker. I didn't get that. Is it about?
Recommendations to cancel item number 3, Chair of Chairs.
No, thank you very much, Speaker. I rise to table the legislature reports. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor.
On recommendations, councillors, we have one item, which is the report of the Public Safety Committee on public participation process for the CCTV bylaw.
We'll start with our member in charge, Councillor Whistler.
Thank you, Speaker. The portfolio on public safety has received a total of 30 submissions regarding the proposed CCTV bylaw, the majority of which provided valuable inputs, recommendations, and requests for clarity. Key themes that emerged from the public engagement process include transparency and public engagement. Many queries sought reassurance on how the bylaw would ensure openness and community involvement. Crime prevention versus broader benefits. Stakeholders highlighted the potential of the CCTV beyond crime prevention, advocating for its role in combating insurance fraud, asset recovery, and overall urban management. The legal and privacy considerations. Concerns were raised regarding compliance with the data privacy laws, the POPIA Act, and possible conflicts between the bylaw and national legislation, which it does comply with. Madam Speaker, from my observations, these inputs reflect a broad range of stakeholder priorities, including public safety, economic development, privacy protection, and operational feasibility. A clear and recurring theme in this need for a balanced, inclusive, and practical regulation that protects the interests of businesses, residents, and the City of Johannesburg municipality. This marks a significant step forward in enhancing safety, security, and governance in the City of Johannesburg. Thank you.
Thank you, member in charge. UDM, Councillor Zikebe.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Executive Mayor, Chief Whip of Council, Chair of Chairs, fellow chairpersons of Section 79 committees, fellow councillors, and the residents of Johannesburg. I rise on behalf of the United Democratic Movement and minority governing parties, not just to debate policy, but to sound an alarm on the safety of our communities and those who serve them. The implementation of the CCTV bylaws is a step in the right direction, but the brutal assassination of Councillor Cllr reminds us that legislation alone is not enough. We must act decisively to protect our leaders, our residents, and our city. Johannesburg is under siege, Madam Speaker, from crime and criminals which are emboldened by the lack of surveillance, accountability, and enforcement. The CCTV bylaws provide a necessary framework to regulate and register private CCTV cameras, monitoring public spaces, ensuring that footage can be used for crime prevention and investigation. Grant law enforcement agencies access to CCTV footage, helping JMPD and SAPS to track criminal activities and strengthen prosecutions, protect privacy rights by ensuring compliance with POPIA, balancing security with civil liberties. Criminals, Speaker, they thrive with their witnesses, but with expansion of CCTV, we are creating a city where crime has nowhere to hide. Yet, even as we move to protect public spaces, we must confront a disturbing reality. Those of us who serve are becoming targets. The cold-blooded assassination of Councillor Cllr is not just an attack on an individual, it is an attack on democracy itself. It sends a chilling message that those who fight for their communities do so at a great personal risk. Let us be honest, councillors are on the front lines of service delivery. We mediate disputes, expose corruption, and challenge criminal elements in our communities. And for this, we receive death threats, intimidation, and in cases like Councillor Mate's assassination. If criminals can murder a councillor with impunity, what does that say about the safety of ordinary citizens? How do we expect residents to trust us to protect them when we ourselves are not protected? If we believe in the CCTV bylaws as a tool for crime prevention, then we must extend their protections to councillors. This means CCTV surveillance in and around councillors' workplaces, council chambers, and other high-risk areas. A security framework for councillors under threat, including risk assessments, emergency response mechanisms, and protection for those identified as targets. Immediate prioritization of investigations into attacks on councillors, ensuring that those responsible are arrested and prosecuted without delay. We cannot allow Johannesburg to become a city where councillors are murdered in cold blood while we stand by and do nothing. If we have the political will to regulate CCTV for public safety, then let us also have the courage to protect those who serve in public office. Let Councillor Zakhele Mate's death be a turning point, not just another tragedy, not just another statistic, but a wake-up call for all of us to take action, demand protection, and ensure justice. UDM and MGP approves the report. I thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Zigebe. DA, Councillor Maila.
Madam Speaker, it's Councillor Rania.
Yes, Councillor Ron.
Please could you indulge the DA caucus for a 10-minute caucus break just to iron out one or two details on this item, please?
Councillor Ron, we already started with the debate.
We need to just iron out one or two details on this within our caucus. If you could please indulge us for 10 minutes.
Okay, what we can do, Councillor Ron, because the debate has been opened already, so we can put Councillor Maila to be the last person to speak before the MMC comes in. That's what I can do. But because the floor has been opened already and people have started debating this issue, I can't grant you a caucus break in the middle of a debate that's been opened. So I'll go on to the next speaker, which is Action SA, Councillor Durant.
Thank you very much for that indulgence. Thanks, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good morning, Mr. Mayor, Madam Speaker, councillors, and most importantly, the residents of Johannesburg, all protocol observed. Today I rise on item 1 with pride and gratitude, knowing that we have all achieved something so important, making Johannesburg a safer, more secure city for all. Starting on the 29th of February 2024, it was gazetted for public participation. Following 2 successful meetings, we have successfully brought forward the proposal to expand and enhance our use of CCTV cameras for crime prevention and monitoring hotspots. While it has cost implications, I believe these will outweigh the saving of costs in protection of infrastructure and lives. As we all know, Johannesburg, our economic hub and vibrant cultural centre, faces many challenges when it comes to crime. Whether it's petty theft, violent crime, or vandalism, the threat to safety of our citizens remains ever present. While the efforts of our JMPD are commendable, we must recognise the role of technology in advancing public safety. This is where CCTV cameras come in, not as a replacement for our dedicated officers, but as a powerful tool to complement their efforts. Let us acknowledge the obvious benefit. Crime prevention. CCTV cameras will hopefully be a deterrent for criminals when they know they are being watched. They would less likely be engaged They would less likely engage in illegal activities. The simple presence of these cameras sends a clear message. You are being watched and you will be arrested. In fact, studies from cities around the world have shown that areas with CCTV surveillance experience a reduction in crime rates. This is the kind of environment we want to foster here in Johannesburg. One where people feel safe to walk and drive in our streets day and night, visit our businesses and not sit in traffic because our traffic lights, street lights have been vandalized and stolen. CCTV cameras don't just deter crime, they aid in real-time monitoring of high-risk areas or hotspots. I call council to have participation from all councillors in placing these cameras. Johannesburg, with its bustling centres, busy intersections, and densely populated areas, is ripe for such an initiative. The ability to monitor these hotspots in real time means that law enforcement can respond quickly, preventing crimes before they escalate and ensuring that offenders are caught promptly. Moreover, CCTV footage provides valuable evidence that can help in the investigation and prosecution of criminals. These recordings can make the difference in the successful conviction of these thieves and vandals that plague our city, not to mention the innocent family hit by a drunk driver. In the event of crime, CCTV footage can help identify suspects, determine circumstances of a crime, and support the efforts of our law enforcement officers in building stronger, more effective cases. Another benefit that I would like to highlight is the role of CCTV in enhancing public trust. The monitoring of public spaces, we are not only protecting people from crime, but also fostering a sense of confidence in the system. Citizens who know that their safety is being actively protected are more likely to trust the institutions that serve them, to engage with local law enforcement, and to take ownership of their neighborhoods. In the long run, this leads to stronger community cooperation and a greater sense of shared responsibility and safety for all. I would like to express my gratitude on how far we've come. We've been able to bring this crucial proposal to the Council at a time when the need has never been greater. The importance of ensuring we have a modern, well-equipped and well-maintained system of surveillance cannot be overstated. Action SA supports and approves the CCTV bylaw. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Duran. EFF, Councillor Zita.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Greetings to the AFF Party Leader, Cllr Rasurute, Chief Whip, Thabiso Mohape, Honorable Speaker, members of Council, and fellow citizens. The EFF, the Economic Freedom Fighters, acknowledge and support the Public Safety Committee report on the public participation process for the CCTV bylaw. We recognize the critical role that the surveillance technology can play in improving public safety, preventing crime, and ensuring the security of residents across the city of Johannesburg. We note with appreciation that the public was given opportunity to provide input on this bylaw through public participation process. The engagement with stakeholders, including businesses and residents, ensures that the bylaw is balanced and reflective of the interests of the people. While only 32 submissions were received, the fact that the key concerns were analyzed and addressed demonstrate a commitment to inclusive governance. The EFF fully support initiatives that contribute to the safety and well-being of our people. With crime remaining a major challenge in our communities, well-regulated CCTV system can serve as a deterrent to criminal activities, assist in evidence gathering, and improve the overall efficiency of law enforcement effort. This bylaw will help formalize the use of CCTV cameras, ensuring that they are deployed in a manner that benefits all residents, especially in a crime hotspot. We acknowledge the concern raised regarding privacy and data protection. It is essential that the implementation of CCTV cameras align with Protection of People Information Act to ensure that the surveillance does not infringe on individuals' rights. We are encouraged that the report highlights the need to define responsibility, establish clear operational guidance, and ensure compliance with national laws. We appreciate that the report takes into account the economic and administrative impact of bylaw on businesses. While compliance measures must be enforced, it is important that businesses, particularly small enterprises, are not unduly burdened. The EFF support the recommendation that application renewal process be reviewed to ensure they remain practical and fair. As the EFF will support this bylaw and call for the following: equal distribution of CCTV infrastructure. Surveillance must be prioritized in high crime areas, including township and informal settlement, to ensure that all communities benefit from increased security. Strict oversight and accountability. The management of CCTV data must be transparent with clear oversight mechanism to prevent abuse and unauthorized access. Collaboration with law enforcement. The integration of CCTV into broader public safety initiative must be done in coordination with SAPS and Community Policing Forum to maximum effectiveness. In conclusion, Speaker, the EFF stand in support of this report and the CCTV bylaw. We believe that a well-regulated and properly implemented surveillance system can be an effective tool in making Johannesburg a safer city for all its residents. Let us ensure that this bylaw executed with fairness, transparency, and a commitment to serving the people. Thank you very much, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Zita. ANC, Councillor Neil.
Greetings, Madam Speaker, the Executive Mayor, MMCs, Chair of Chairs, the Chief
ANC.
Can you hear me, Speaker?
I can hear you now, Councillor. You can continue.
Thank you. Greetings to you, Madam Speaker. Greetings to the Executive Mayor, MMCs, Chair of Chairs, the Chief Whip, fellow councillors and residents of the City of Johannesburg. Madam Speaker, the CCTV bylaw is long overdue. This is going to enhance our fight against crime in a city of high crime. This bylaw should be implemented immediately. It has been proven that CCTV cameras are a powerful tool in assisting our crime prevention and crime prevention structures. This bylaw must strike a balance between enhancing public safety and protecting individuals' privacy. The ANC encourages that the introduction of CCTVs must be spread equally across the city. Let us not forget our townships and informal settlements. CCTVs generally can be seen in private homes in the more affluent suburbs, and this is an opportunity for the City of Johannesburg to take crime prevention to the townships and informal settlements. Crime is one of the biggest concerns of all residents of the City of Johannesburg, and the introduction of this bylaw and the continued introduction of CCTV cameras all over hotspots will definitely bring back some confidence in the residents of the City of Johannesburg. As the ANC, we totally endorse this bylaw and support it totally. I thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Councillor. I'll go back to the DA, Councillor Maila. Councillor Run, is Councillor Maila online?
Still on caucus, Madam Speaker.
Chair, Speaker, sorry, Councillor Santana, please just give us 2 more minutes. We'll be back now. Thanks.
2 minutes, Councillor Santana.
DA, yo.
They don't read reports, these ones.
Read them more than you do.
Yes, they are planning to take you to court.
Speaker, please call the caucus to order on this. Council. Sorry, council.
Councillors, is that Councillor Avan Smith?
Yes, it is.
Are you back from caucus?
Yes, we are back now.
Okay, Councillor Maila online. The floor, we can take the floor.
Speaker. Madam Speaker, thanks very much.
Speaker? Hold on, Councillor Maile. I can't see the other councillor that wants to come in. Councillor?
It's the Speaker.
Councillor Zigebe, yes.
Speaker, you did not, can you?
I can hear you now, yes.
But Speaker did not accede to the request for caucus by the DA. I just want to find out if the 2 minutes they asked for, does it account on their time, on their speaking time?
Councillor Sigebe, I need to party their back. Remember, I said 2 minutes, and then when councillors were speaking online and speaking about court cases, Councillor Van Smith spoke out, and I asked if they are back, and he said yes, they are back. So they didn't even utilize that 2 minutes. They probably utilized 30 seconds. It wasn't Maile, it was Councillor Van Smith. So if it was Maile, besokhuluma ngaleyo ndaba 2 minutes and take it from his time. But it was Councillor Van Smith and Councillor Santana. So let's let Councillor Maile to present so we can continue, councillors, with business of the day. We only have one item. Councillor Maile, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I will make it much easier for you and to withdraw from the list. Thank you very much.
Noted, Councillor Maile. I'll call the MMC for public safety, MMC in Tswako.
That was painful.
Good morning, Speaker. Good morning to the party leader of the EFFs, Participant Rasarutle, and the caucus members. Also the executive mayor, Councillor Tata Morero, and also all the MMCs I'm serving with. Maybe, Speaker, let me just give in terms of the objective of this bylaw, so that we're all in the right frame of mind. This bylaw is really to establish a regulatory framework for the installation and the operation and the maintenance of the CCTV cameras within the state of Johannesburg. Its aim is to improve the public safety and the security by facilitating crime deterrence and better law enforcement. It ensures that responsible management and the surveillance system, preventing misuse and infringement on the privacy rights. It provides transparency in how surveillance technologies are implemented and operated within the city. Gives a balanced objectives of public safety within the residents' right to privacy in accordance with the national legislation, including the protection of personal information. Now, Speaker, in terms of the IOC, I'm very glad to say that at the end, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Because there was a lot of problems that we actually experienced when we took over about 2 years ago, in terms of there was no director there that was able to really steer the whole ship. So I'm very excited to really report to the council that there is now a very smart, intelligent IOC director, which is working on the upgrading of the system. So this system will be upgraded now as of the end of actually April, meaning that now we'll be able to get a lot of feeds, not only from the Vumacan, but also from the other private cameras out there. So this bylaw enforcement, it will be able now to tell us where are the other private, CCTV cameras out there, so that at least we can request from the private individuals to really, for us as GMPD and law enforcement, to be able to actually view the footage actually there. So currently we have a partnership with the city and the Vumacan, and I know that they will have a lot of questions in terms of this actually bylaw, but we're willing to work with them so that they are able to really comply, because they've been actually assisting in terms of their cameras, because we are getting a feed from them. 6,500 cameras were able to view them at the IIO center. So we are happy about this, this bylaw. It will give us in terms, because it says that at the end, whoever is going to operate or is operating now must be able to account to the city, and also those who are just going to implement these cameras, they must be able to implement them according to the rules. And you cannot just have a camera just being put in an area. So it will be guided by this, the framework. So I'm happy that there is a view that let us pass this bylaw. There's an overwhelming support from the councillors to really support this. We are happy at the public safety as well. I think that, Speaker, I'm going to leave it there. We appreciate the support we actually got from the Section 79 committee and also from all the these councillors. What is going to help also these CCTV cameras is that we are going to get a lot of data that we can use intelligently to really try and actually combat crime. So thank you very much, Speaker. We are much appreciated from the public safety side. We appreciate the support that we're getting from the council. Thank you very much.
Thank you, MMC Nzwako. Councillors, we have concluded our debate on this item. The recommendations are on page 1.4. Is the item agreed to?
Agreed.
Please, order, please, councillors.
Madam Speaker, I've raised my hand. It's Councillor Ron. Madam Speaker, can I speak?
Not yet.
To kill me right now, but as the member in charge, she's supposed to close this debate. I think we got taken by the MMC of Public Safety. So before we agree or disagree, member in charge, please close the debate for us.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. No, it's all fine. I'd just like to thank all of the councillors and specifically also the MMC for your inputs. But I would also like to thank the committee for their hard work and dedication and perseverance ensuring that this critical bylaw is completed. Your efforts have been invaluable in shaping a safer and more secure Johannesburg. I would also like to take a moment to honour and express my deep appreciation for the late Councillor Ian Nomkhumbi, the previous chairperson of the committee. His dedication and groundwork on this bylaw paved the way for us to successfully bring this to completion today. His legacy in strengthening public safety continues to guide us, and we are truly grateful for his contribution. I would also like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the acting head of department, Mr. Andries Makavele, for his leadership and dedication in bringing this bylaw to fruition. His commitment has been instrumental in reaching this milestone. In light of these considerations, Madam Speaker, the Portfolio Committee on Public Safety strongly recommends the Council approves the CCTV bylaw report and acknowledging the observations outlined in this document. Thank you.
Thank you, Member in Charge, Councillor Wisner. Councillors, for legal purposes, we heard everyone agreeing to this item. So we are under the assumption that all the different political parties that are represented in this meeting agree with this item. Am I correct?
Madam Speaker, I've got my hand raised.
Councillor Rand?
Yes, we agree, Speaker.
Thank you.
Very correct.
Okay, councillors, let's allow Councillor Rand to come in.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Please could we note the DA's dissent on this item due to the lack of clarity on how the tariffs and the likes of will be working going forward. That is our only our concern about this item. Otherwise, thank you. Please could you note our dissent? Thank you.
Should have debated the item.
Councillors, please.
The DA is
Okay.
against progress.
We'll note your dissent, Councillor Run from the Democratic Alliance. Is that the only dissent? Councillors, as I've said before, we can't see any hands.
Madam Speaker, my hand is up. Can you please note me?
The Councillor Harris or DeLange?
Harris.
Councillor Harris, you can come through.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for the presentations. Please note that the ACDP will be voting against this item. Thank you. We depend on prayer.
Ngabe bathandaze kuqala before sifaka.
Okay, councillors, I've been advised by legal that we need 136 councillors to vote in favor of this item. So as they are noting the dissent, we're trying to tell you the numbers. Councillor DeLange, you can come through.
Madam Speaker, does Councillor Simonsa?
Councillor Simonsa, you can come through.
Please just add one more. Joburg 9, Councillor Joera is logged in, and we are voting yes on this item. Thank you.
Councillors, if you are voting in favor, it's fine.
Speaker, my hand is up.
MMC Masuku, before you come in, it looks like we have to confirm how many people are online so that we get that 186 in order for this item to pass. You can come in.
No, you have covered me. I wanted to say the numbers you gave us earlier, ma'am, were 180.
Eighty-eight.
Now, online we are 242. So that's why I was raising my hand, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, MMC. Legal?
Speaker, Councillor De Lange, can I assist?
Councillor, you can come through, Councillor Lange. As I said, we can't see any hands that are raised from our side.
Yes, thank you, Speaker. Speaker, if I can just give guidance here. In the past, on online meetings, we had quite a few of them. When we look at the quorum for the day, then the quorum is set, I think it was 188. Then we continue with a quorum of 188. Then we cannot add any more councillors afterwards, even if they are in the meeting. It's like when we vote and people are outside, we can't wait for them to vote and then come in. That's how we did it in the past. So if I can remember correctly, the councillors present when we started the meeting was 188, but you can ask legal. Thank you.
No, you're incorrect, Councillor Dilang. That is incorrect of what you're saying. You're misleading the
wrong.
President,
not the part. Thank you.
incorrect.
It's Councillor DeLange. Councillor DeLange, we are going to go through the different political parties and confirm our quorum so that we can get that 136 in order for this item to pass. I'll hand over to the Secretary to Council.
I'll speak away to my thought.
A progressive one.
Councillors, let's quickly run through the quorum once again. Let's start off with DA. Are we still on the number 49?
Hello, Speaker. No, we're now on 51. Thank you very much.
Can we move to ANC? Are we still on 49?
No, Secretary to Council, like I've indicated, others were still struggling to join. We're at 59.
9.
Will confirm, yes.
I take it then you are in support of the item.
Yes, fully so. We are.
All right, thank you, Chair. Action essay, are we still 31?
Yes, we still okay. Thank you, Secretary.
Sorry, I'm on action essay. Last recorded number was 31.
Yes, Secretary to Council, we are still 31.
Okay. We move to EFF. Are we still 28?
Thank you, Secretary of Council. Yes, we are still 28 and we are in full support of the item since Councillor Asaruto was struggling. I'll check with him right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. And we move to IFP. Are we still 7?
Secretary to Council, yes, we are still 7 and we support the item. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. PA, are we still 8?
Secretary to Council, Councillor Joeda has joined when the debate was on, so we are in full 9.
Thank you, Councillor. ACDP.
And we support the item. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
noted,
you,
Councillor.
NMC.
And ACDP, are we still 3?
ACDP still 3, and